How happy are you with what you did on the court today? And I know you're from New Britain, Connecticut, and I was never sure. Did you grow up a Celtics fan, or were you actually a Knicks fan in New Britain?
See, there you go, trying to stir it up, even on my birthday. I actually grew up a Knicks fan. My dad was a Knicks fan. And then when I went to school in Boston, it was in the mid 80s, so I became a Celtic fan. And the irony of it all is I ended up working for both teams. So if you grow up in Connecticut, it doesn't get much better than that. So thrilled to be part of two storied organizations. And the other thing, Mark, you know I'm never happy.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, you were talking yesterday, I guess, before the game, just about the work, you put in the work in with a 5-game losing streak. How happy are you for them to see results like this come up and a game like this start to finish?
Well, and that, I've told our players this. The way they're practicing, the attitude, the approach, and how they're practicing has been a positive. And, I thought going to Cleveland, I thought we were ready to play. I thought we were terrific in the shoot around, and we played well enough to win on the road. It's not easy to win on the road, and we didn't close out the game the way we would have liked. And then yesterday in practice, I thought they were terrific yesterday. And so as long as we're doing the right things, I know we'll improve and we'll keep getting better. But I love the attitude and I love the approach of the guys that we had. And we had a number of guys step up and play really well today. And obviously, our bench play has been very strong. It was really nice to see the way Obi played and quick, and that adds a lot to our team. And we're starting to find a rhythm. And I thought the defense was terrific. And so if we defend and we rebound and we share the ball, good things will happen for us.
Greg Joyce, New York Post.
Tom, what was working so well for you guys defensively, holding them to just 75 points?
Well, and again, I think it was part, I thought we played well. I also think it's an early start, so readiness to play. And, they've played extremely well, shorthanded, and dealing with a lot of tough stuff in terms of players being out. And so sometimes when you get guys back too, there's another adjustment that your team has to go through. But this is a terrific team, extremely well coached, and they have good, hard-playing, smart players that play for each other. So I thought in today's game we played well, but I also think them being shorthanded and early start and getting Kemba back, there was an adjustment for them. But obviously pleased to get a win on the road.
Ian Bagley, SNY.
Hey, Tom, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I know you guys, you look at everything when you look at the lineups, and what matters is the 5 guys on the floor. So I'm just wondering, like, with the starters, what do you see with how Elfrid fits with that group? Obviously, they played well today. And then is there something you see with how he fits with the bench group that you like?
Well, I love both guys, and they're different, and they bring different things to the team. And so that gives us great flexibility, and we can mix and match. And we really haven't done a lot of that yet because of the things we've gone through in terms of our injuries. But at some point, hopefully we'll be able to get to that. But I think when you look at Elfrid and you look at his defense and his size, and a lot of these guards, particularly the point guards in the NBA today, they're a load to deal with. And so I think he has a good understanding of how to defend them. I think he can play make for us. And, when Quickly comes in, it gives us a different look. And we'll hopefully get to a point where we can play both of them together also. I love Elfrid's size, and I like the things that he brings to our team.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Just with Obi, I'm sure you've seen more than us just watching him in practice. Was this the first time, we got to see a glimpse of what he's capable of doing?
Yeah. And I mentioned it to you earlier. I think, he was terrific in training camp. And then to get an injury like he had, it's not an easy thing to deal with, particularly for a guy going through the league for the first time. So, but he's done a really good job. He's getting himself ready to play again. In each outing, he's been better and better, and his defense is really coming on, and he's really a gifted offensive player. So I think I like the way that group plays, and they're starting to really find a good chemistry together, and they can play with a quick tempo. And we have a lot of shooting in that group. We have pressure on the rim. We have the rim protection with Nerlens. So it's good. I think the depth of the team could and hopefully will be a strength of ours.
Last question comes from Mike Vorkunov, The Athletic.
Hey, Tom. Happy birthday. I mean, is it true that you're actually never happy, even with a 30-point win on your birthday? And I guess also, what do you think of Quickly's touch on the floor with those floaters and just the shot selection there?
Just, well, and you're right. I'm not happy unless I'm miserable. But no, it's great to get a win anytime, and obviously to get one here it's not an easy thing to do. So I'm proud of the way that the guys played. In terms of like what Quickly's doing, it's just his craftiness for a rookie to come in and play the way he plays, and he's got every shot you can imagine, and he's got the deep range, obviously, which sets everything up. But he's much better off the dribble than people realize, and then he's got the floater. He's got great touch on it, and he also is making great rim reads. And so the ability to make the play and the right decision off that is a big plus. And I think as he goes through the league and he starts to understand the teams we're playing against and their schemes and what the individual players are bringing, I think he'll get better and better as we go also.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.